On July 22, 2025, the world lost a true icon. Ozzy Osbourne, the legendary frontman of Black Sabbath, the Prince of Darkness, and one of the most unforgettable figures in the history of rock music, passed away at the age of 76. As fans around the globe mourned his death, a small but powerful detail from his death certificate captured hearts everywhere. His occupation was listed as songwriter, performer, and rock legend. Fitting words for a man who defined generations of music lovers and shaped the very soul of heavy metal. A final goodbye. According to the New York Times and The Sun, Osbourne died of out-of-hospital cardiac arrest and acute myocardial infarction. His death was also attributed to coronary artery disease and Parkinson's disease with autonomic dysfunction, conditions he had courageously battled for years. The document, submitted to a registry in London by his daughter Amy Osbourne, made headlines not only for the cause of death, but for the way it honored his life's work. There was no corporate title, no sterile occupation like musician or entertainer. Instead, it said what everyone already knew. Ozzy Osbourne was a rock legend, a life lived loud. Ozzy was born to stand out. From the moment he stepped onto the stage with Black Sabbath, he brought something to rock music that had never been seen before, a mix of raw energy, eerie charm, and unfiltered authenticity. Songs like War Pigs, Paranoid, and Iron Man weren't just hits, they were the soundtrack of rebellion, angst, and freedom for millions. Despite controversies, health battles, and personal tragedies, Ozzy never lost his identity. He evolved, adapted, and kept surprising his fans, whether through his reality TV series, The Osbournes, his solo albums, or simply by staying unapologetically himself. The final days. In his final weeks, Ozzy was still in the public eye. On July 5th, just a few weeks before his death, he performed at Black Sabbath's farewell concert in Birmingham, England. Seated on a throne, frail but fierce, he delivered what would become his final performance, a poetic end to a monumental career, and his first concert in 20 years with the band that made him a legend. Sadly, on July 22, an air ambulance was dispatched to his home near Chalfont St. Giles after a serious health episode. A representative from Thames Valley Air Ambulance later confirmed they provided critical care at the scene, but Ozzy could not be saved. The helicopter team spent nearly 2 hours trying to stabilize him, a testament to the effort and care provided in his final moments. A private yet public farewell. Following his passing, Osbourne's family released a heartfelt statement. It is with more sadness than mere words can convey that we have to report that our beloved Ozzy Osbourne has passed away this morning. He was with his family and surrounded by love. We ask everyone to respect our family's privacy at this time. On July 30th, an emotional funeral procession was held in Birmingham, his hometown. His wife Sharon, along with children Lewis, Amy, Kelly, and Jack, were seen paying their last respects. The streets were filled with fans, friends, and fellow musicians, a moving tribute to the man who gave the world so much music and so many memories. His health battles. Ozzy's health had long been a concern. In 2020, he publicly revealed he had been diagnosed with Parkinson's disease back in 2003, a neurodegenerative disorder that gradually affected his ability to move and perform. Despite this, he remained active, committed to his fans, and never gave in to despair. In 2019, a fall at his Los Angeles home led to neck surgery, further complicating his health. But Ozzy being Ozzy, he didn't let that stop him. In August 2022, he surprised everyone by performing in front of 30,000 fans at the Commonwealth Games in Birmingham, England. That performance was more than a concert. It was a message that said, "I'm still here. I'm still rocking." A young heart till the end. In an interview with People shortly after that final performance, Ozzy admitted that growing older came with its challenges. "That's the only thing that reminds me I'm getting older, things going wrong and not working anymore. But still," he added, "I feel young at heart." That was the essence of Ozzy Osbourne. Despite age, pain, and hardship, he stayed forever young in spirit, a wild child of rock and roll who never lost his spark. the legacy lives on. Few artists leave behind a legacy as profound and wide-reaching as Ozzy Osbourne's. He wasn't just a musician, he was a movement. He challenged norms, redefined genres, and gave the world anthems that will echo for generations. His voice was haunting, his lyrics raw, and his persona unforgettable. Yet, behind the rock star image was a family man, a fighter, and someone who loved deeply, especially his fans. And now, with his death certificate etched with the words "Rock Legend," the world is reminded that titles don't make legends. Legends make titles. Final thoughts. Ozzy Osbourne didn't fade away quietly. He roared until the very end. From the grimy stages of early Black Sabbath gigs to global arenas and farewell concerts, he gave us everything he had. His music, his madness, his magic. And though he's no longer with us physically, his presence, like his songs, will never die. So here's to Ozzy Osbourne, the songwriter, the performer, the rock legend. Forever remembered, forever missed, forever young at heart.